Let me save you time right now. What you are looking for is not out there. Not in one more video. Not in one more course. Not in one more method, strategy, certification, workbook, or secret formula that promises to unlock your next level. If those things were the answer by themselves, you would already be further along by now. You have listened. You have learned. You have taken notes. You have collected ideas. You have done enough digging outside of yourself to know this much is true. More information is not automatically producing more progress. So the real question is no longer what else is out there. The real question is why you keep searching outside when so much of what you need is already within you. That question matters because it exposes the real issue. You do not have a knowledge problem. You have an execution problem. You have insight you are not using, patterns you are not studying, value you are not naming, and experience you are not translating into something clear and useful. That is why you feel busy but not settled. That is why you can sense you have more in you, but you still feel like you are circling the same place. You keep reaching for something external to confirm what should already be clear by now. You know more than you are using. You have more than you are admitting. And until you face that honestly, you will keep treating your next answer like it lives somewhere else. Think about how often you solve problems without even stopping to notice it. Think about the conversations you can guide, the confusion you can simplify, the decisions you can make faster than someone who does not have your background, your pattern recognition, or your lived experience. That is not accidental. That is evidence. But because it feels natural to you, you discount it. You call it common sense. You call it nothing special. You act as though what is easy for you has no value simply because it is familiar. And that is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Familiarity hides value from the person who carries it. Meanwhile, the very thing you dismiss could be the thing someone else needs, pays for, depends on, or grows from. This is why so many people stay stuck while sitting on real value. They keep looking outward for permission instead of looking inward for patterns. They keep comparing themselves to people who are simply packaging and presenting what they already know. They see the confidence, the offer, the visibility, the message, and they assume the other person has something they do not have. But many times, that is not the case. Many times, the difference is not possession. The difference is recognition. One person recognizes their value and develops it. The other overlooks their value and keeps searching for more. That search becomes a delay mechanism. It feels productive because you are still learning. But if learning is not turning into movement, it is feeding hesitation. Let us deal with hesitation directly because it hides behind respectable language. It hides behind phrases like, I am still researching. I am not ready yet. I need to be more clear. I just want to make sure I do this right. I want to wait for the right time. That all sounds responsible on the surface, but underneath it can become a way to avoid action. And every time you do that, you reinforce a quiet message to yourself. You tell yourself that what you already know is not enough to move on. You tell yourself that action requires certainty instead of courage. You tell yourself that you should stay in preparation a little longer, even when preparation has already outlived its purpose. Now be honest. How many times have you started, stopped, restarted, reconsidered, adjusted, and then pulled yourself back again before momentum had a chance to build? How many times have you treated your own path like something that always needs one more adjustment before it can count? How many times have you broken your own rhythm by second-guessing what you already knew how to do? That cycle is expensive. It costs time. It costs confidence. It costs trust in your own voice. It costs the internal stability that comes from seeing yourself follow through. And the longer you remain in that cycle, the easier it becomes to assume you are missing something when what you are really missing is sustained execution. The truth is simpler than you may want it to be. You probably already have enough to move. Not enough to know everything. Not enough to remove all uncertainty. But enough to start with honesty and structure. Enough to test. Enough to observe. Enough to refine. Enough to package. Enough to serve. Enough to make a meaningful move, instead of spending more time collecting reasons why you have not moved yet. That is where the shift begins. It begins when you stop demanding total clarity before action and start allowing action to deepen your clarity. Because clarity is not always something you find before movement. Many times, clarity is something that forms because you moved. That is why patterns matter so much. Patterns reveal what random effort can never show you. When you pay attention to what you solve repeatedly, what you explain repeatedly, what people ask you about repeatedly, and what you instinctively know how to untangle, you begin to see the shape of your value. You begin to recognize that your experience is not a pile of disconnected memories. It is usable material. It is evidence of developed thinking. It is proof of perspective. And once you can see the pattern, you can start to organize it. Once you organize it, you can communicate it. Once you communicate it, you can position it. Once you position it, you can build from it. But that requires maturity. It requires you to stop dismissing what comes naturally to you and start respecting it enough to examine it. It requires you to stop acting like value only counts when it looks dramatic or complicated. Sometimes the strongest value you carry is hidden inside something steady, repeatable, and deeply useful. Not flashy, not loud, useful. And usefulness is what creates results. Usefulness solves problems. Usefulness earns trust. Usefulness creates income when it is expressed clearly. So if you keep waiting for your value to feel extraordinary before you use it, you may keep overlooking the very thing that already has the power to move you forward. This is where momentum begins to make sense. Momentum is not magic. It is not hype. It is not some mysterious force reserved for people who seem more talented, more polished, or more certain than you. Momentum is built when action is repeated long enough to create stability. It is built when you stop interrupting yourself. It is built when you keep moving with what you already know while refining what still needs to be sharpened. It is built when your efforts are allowed to stack instead of being reset every time uncertainty shows up. That means momentum is not waiting for you somewhere in the future. It is something you create by refusing to keep starting over. And that is why looking within matters. Looking within does not mean sitting around being introspective without movement. It means paying attention to what you already carry so you can use it with intention. It means identifying what is already present instead of assuming everything useful must still be acquired. It means examining your own experience for patterns, proof, capacity, and direction. It means seeing that what feels common to you may be uncommon to someone else. It means recognizing that your next step may not require more searching. It may require more honesty about what you already know, what you already do well, and what you have delayed too long. So if you have been feeling stuck, frustrated, or uncertain, stop asking only what else you need. Ask what you have been ignoring. Ask what keeps showing up in your life as a repeated strength. Ask what people consistently pull from you. Ask what problem you know how to solve, explain, or simplify better than you have given yourself credit for. Ask where you have been delaying action. because you were waiting for external confirmation of internal reality. Those questions matter because they turn your attention away from endless searching and toward usable truth. And usable truth is what begins to change your outcomes. You do not need to become someone else. You do not need to start from zero. You do not need to keep acting like all the value is still somewhere outside your reach. What you need is the discipline to stop overlooking what is already in your hands. You need the honesty to admit that some of your delay has come from underusing what you already know. You need the courage to trust your own evidence enough to act on it. And you need the consistency to stay with that action long enough for results to form. Let me save you time. You will not find it out there. Look within. Then move with what you find.